Hi and welcome back to Love English. So today I've got a lesson that includes no grammar, no vocabulary and no pronunciation. But this lesson should help you sound more fluent, more confident and smarter in English. Today I'm looking at 9 hacks, 9 tricks to sound more confident and smarter in English. And it does not involve any of those 3 things: grammar, pronunciation and vocabulary. This lesson is focusing on not what you say, but how you say it, and whether you are a native speaker or a non-native speaker of English, this lesson should help you boost your confidence and really impress people when you speak. Also ensuring that people are listening to you, that they are focused and engaged with what you are saying. So before we get started, don't forget to click that subscribe button and of course the notifications bell until it looks like this, so that you are one of the first to be notified of our lessons when they are uploaded. You can of course follow us on Instagram, Facebook and Twitter. Now, if this lesson is enough to motivate you to want to improve your speaking, then you might be interested in signing up to the Lingoda Marathon. For more details on that, click the link in the description, or of course, watch the video at the end of this lesson to give you more information about how you can join the Lingoda Marathon and improve your English. Right, let's get started. 9, yeah, that many fingers, speaking hacks to sound confident and smarter in English. Now don't forget, do comment below if you have any more tips or tricks to help you sound more confident, smarter, or engage your audience more when you're speaking English. Then do comment below and share your suggestions. Please, of course, let me know which of these 9 tips have you found most useful and which ones are you going to try to use next. Number 1, and all of these are pretty simple to implement, to start using. Posture. Your posture is the way you sit. Having your shoulders back, your spine straight, projects confidence. It looks like you are more confident. Sitting over, maybe shoulders rounded, it looks like you are shy and lacking confidence. So this is the number 1 tip. Back straight, shoulders back, and also it will help you project your voice to speak a little bit louder and more clearly. It is essential when you are speaking, whether in a business situation, a seminar, or even giving a speech. It is essential when you speak that you have good posture. Whether in a business meeting, in a seminar, giving a speech, or even if you are just simply sitting down, still keep your back straight and your shoulders back. Number 2, and this again is about body language. Make sure that you are not talking down. This again projects that sense of lacking confidence, perhaps feeling a little bit shy. Keep your chin up to match your body posture, to match your back and your shoulders. Chin up, back straight and shoulders back. Having your head held high is of course a sign of confidence. And again, your voice is being projected. It's not going down, but it is going out and speaking directly to the people you are trying to engage with. Number 3, and this could be very important for you. Many of my students, when they are giving a presentation, perhaps they have a PowerPoint to go with it, often focus on the PowerPoint. They're looking at the wall all the time or on their notes. It is essential that you focus on your audience, whether that is one person or a room full of people. Make sure that you are able to make eye contact. Perhaps choose 1, 2, 3 points in a room and make eye contact with those people regularly. It is so important that you focus on your listener. When they feel like you are paying attention to them, They will pay attention to you. This also means that you need to avoid looking this way, looking that way, looking through them, or looking past your audience. They want to feel like you are talking directly to them. So eye contact and focus on your listener. Don't make the eye contact too intense or it could get scary. Number 4, and this might seem super obvious, but project your voice. Speak loudly, speak clearly so people can hear you. Part of that is articulating your words. You'll notice when Sabrah and I speak, we do pronounce our words very clearly, and that means our mouth is doing a lot of moving. Speaking loudly might seem like a simple enough thing, but many of my students in class will not speak loudly, to the point that I can't hear them clearly. And so I make sure that I get them to repeat what they said, but I make them sit up and project their voice. Try practicing this yourself. Maybe record yourself when you speak and focus on projecting your voice. You want to be able to reach the back of the room if you're giving a presentation, but also if it is just a one-on-one conversation, you shouldn't be speaking like this so your audience can't hear you. Come on, you can do it. You can speak loudly, you can speak clearly. It is all about confidence. Number 5, using these. In the same way that body language can say a lot about what you are saying and how you are saying it, your hands are very important in adding emphasis and projecting what you are saying. It can even help when it comes to your intonation and stress. Now, if you want to see some people use their hands well and effectively when they speak, then why not watch some politicians? They learn to use their hands very clearly when they speak. Having open hands, making open gestures, suggests honesty and truthfulness. But having your hands like this could perhaps project a more serious tone. What you don't want to do is fiddle with your hands or make tapping sounds on the table. That can be very distracting. And of course, remember that in some countries, different hand gestures could be considered to be rude. For example, in England, you would only say to with your hands like this, not like this. Be careful. This, not this. Now, I can't show you right in this moment, but how you place your body can also add a lot of emphasis to your speech when you're speaking and engaging your audience. If you are giving a presentation or a speech, moving to different points around the room, along the stage, can be very engaging and also show that you are trying to focus on different parts of the audience. As well, leaning in more when you are having a one-on-one conversation can show your interest and your engagement with that person, whether you are speaking or listening. So pay attention to how you place your body, whether you've got one shoulder moving forward, whether you're really interested, that can create more kind of intimacy in the conversation, or whether you are simply making sure you go from the center of the room to the right, to the left. Now, when you are giving speeches, you need to make sure that you use vivid vocabulary. Now, what do I mean by vivid vocabulary? I mean choosing your words carefully so that people understand you clearly. Using colloquial expressions and idiomatic expressions might not be the best choice depending on your audience and the situation in which you are speaking. You want to make sure as well that you're not using really advanced fancy words that people might not understand. As an English teacher, I have to grade my language, making sure that I don't use any expressions that are too advanced for my audience. I want them to be able to understand me clearly and concisely. I do not want to confuse them. So choose your words carefully. You don't want to sound too snobby, too posh, but you also don't want to sound too informal, using slang, for example. Number 8, and you might not realize that this is such an important part of speaking, but varying your speed of speech can be very effective. If you listen to me, for example, you will find that I do not speak at exactly the same speed depending on what I am saying. Sometimes you might have more emphasis when you slow down and you focus on a particular thing. But sometimes you can emphasize excitement or importance when you speed up and talk a little bit faster. This also means that people won't be bored. It is really important that you keep them engaged. So different speeds, varying the pace of your speech will mean people are more interested, and your voice is just generally more interesting this way. Now, in the same way that it's important to vary your speech, do not be afraid to use pauses. Now, when I say pauses, listen carefully, I am emphasizing this as I talk. I don't mean long pauses, but I mean short pauses to give your audience time to digest, to think about what you have said. So, for example, you might talk about something that's very important, and then you would kind of go on and discuss it a little bit more. So those pauses can really help emphasize important parts of your speech. Include in that as well word stress. Word stress. That's right, stressing your words. Focusing on keywords that are really important. This helps vary the pace of your speech and again focuses your audience on what you are saying and the important parts of what you are saying. In the same way, I suppose this could be counted as 10, you need to ensure that your intonation changes. So your intonation is the pitch and tone of your voice. If you don't use intonation, you will sound a little bit like this, and after a while people tend to fall asleep when you don't have different intonation. Also, this includes not stressing words and also the speed in which you are speaking. This is called monotone. Many boring teachers may talk like this, which means many students fall asleep. So, pitch, tone, your intonation. Those last few are essential if you do want to sound smarter, show your confidence, but importantly, engage your audience. You want them to be interested in what you are saying. So that's it, some top tips to help you sound smarter, more confident, and engage your audience, whether it's one person or a room full of people. It is really important that you implement these speaking strategies. Whether you are a beginner or more advanced, try using just a few of these when you speak. And like I said, try recording yourself. This can help. So you listening back to your speech will be able to notice the improvement. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget there's plenty more where that came from. And again, make sure that you have clicked that subscribe button and the notifications bell. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.